Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee in Inner City Press, here in Foley Square, covering the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Thursday, February 16th, 2023. Now, yesterday on Sam Bankman-Fried, based on a request that we first made on January 3rd to unseal his two co-signers, they were unsealed by Judge Kaplan. The one is the former dean of the Stanford Law School, Larry Kramer. Another guy works for the info lab there. But it's the principle of the thing. This should never have been confidential. In fact, it's ironic because Larry Kramer was quoted publicly, repeatedly supporting Bankman-Fried. So the idea that he would somehow be put at risk if his name as a bond signer came out is just ludicrous. I don't want to say it's sanctionable, but it was frivolous. It was spurious. So we'll see whether that comes up today, because today at 2:30, there's yet another hearing by Judge Kaplan on the conditions of release. Perhaps he should never have been released. Look at Avi Eisenberg, stealing much less. He's in jail, no bond. He's been released, and he's Bankman-Fried, and he's violated the terms of his release repeatedly. He contacted current staff of FDX and tried to schmooze them. Not schmooze them. Who knows what he was doing? He's saying, let's talk. It'll be productive. He used a VPN. Again, these might seem minor, but it's absurd. Like I've seen other defendants here, mostly remanded, but even if they're not, they just say you can't use a phone, a computer, nothing. Now the U.S. is belatedly coming to that, but it's their fault. When I say the U.S., I mean the U.S. Attorney's Office. They should never have released him. If they had to do it, if they felt they had to do it, if they made a decision in order to get him extradited, then say that. But to pretend that this makes any sense is absurd. Now, Saipov goes along. Yesterday, day 3 of the penalty phase, victim statements, very troubling. Today at 11, also Gilbert Armenta, one of the money launderers for Ruja Ignatova of OneCoin, will be sentenced. We got a lot of his sentencing memo unsealed, but not enough. But we'll be reporting on that in connection with his sentencing. The government says they want 7 years. Faced 100, and he violated his cooperation agreement. I don't know what's going on. The UN, well, David Beasley took an award from Sudan's coup leaders. You can check it out. Inner City Press wrote it, and we're asking the UN about it. To be continued.